Hi everybody, today I'll be teaching you grammar, advanced level book 1. Please take it out. Great. Alright, so according to our lesson, we learned about past regular last time, right? We didn't learn about what we did, a little bit revision about it, right? So let's watch a video for that. Then you're going to tell me how do we form them, okay? So let's have a look on the past simple revision video. Sorry. Here we go.
Past simple, regular, verbs. Past simple, affirmative. Rule. Infinitive plus ed. What? I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Walked. No special person. He walked his dog.
So the basic form of past tense, you have to add infinitive. Infinitive is a verb with no changes, alright? And then it means a verb with ed, alright? This is the basic form of past tense, remember that. Alright, the next point to be noted is you look at by yourself.
Some variants. Verbs ending in e. Infinitive. Dance. Phone. Plus danced. Phoned. Dance. She danced very well. Short verbs ending in consonant plus vowel. Infinitive. Travel. Shop. Plus traveled. Shopped. Travel. They travel by car. Verbs ending in consonant plus y. Infinitive. Cry. Study. Plus cried. Studied. She studied a lot. Past simple related expressions. Last, night, Monday, week, month. Winter, year, days, a week, a month, a year, ago, yesterday, listen. Yesterday, they listened to music.
So you might have a question in your mind is why we do not double the N in the end here, right? Although it ends with consonant, vowel, consonant. Remember, I told you last time, it is listen, right? It's not listen. It's not listen. It's not listing. Alright, so there's no stress here, right? There's no stress here at all. This word is pronounced as listen. So we just add ed. Alright, verb that has no stress. Alright, no stress. The syllable has no stress. Alright, so we add ed. We don't have to double the N. Alright, we don't have to double N and then ED here because there's no stress. So, yeah.
Watch. Yesterday, he watched TV. Phone. Last night, he phoned home. Cook. Last Tuesday, we cooked lunch. Photograph. Last month, she photographed a window. Travel. Last summer, they traveled by plane. Walk. Last week, I walked my dog. Visit. A year ago, she visited London.
So you might have a question for visit too, right? This is pronounced as visit, right? It's not visit, it's not visite, right? It is just visit. There's no stress at all here as well. So we just add ed here, okay? Don't get confused. All right. Next one for you is negative form in the past. This one we haven't talked about, but I think we should include that in the revision section too. So let's have a look. How do we form past tense in negative form? If you remember, we have learned that long time ago.
Past simple negative. Rule. Did plus not didn't plus infinitive. Play. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Didn't play.
In negative form in past tense, we add did, not, and then infinitive. Infinitive means just the regular verb, just like play. Didn't play. That's it.
No special person. He didn't play baseball. Affirmative. Paint. Last week they painted. Negative. They didn't paint.
Alright, so it's simple as that. Where is it? Alright. So here is it, right? Last week they painted. This is the positive form in past tense. The negative form is they didn't paint. Alright, remember the verb we don't change. Alright, little point to be noted. Okay, so let's have a look here. Now you're going to answer my question. So how do we form past regular? So a normal sentence has, alright, a normal sentence has subject, verb, and object, right? SUB means subject, alright, short form of subject. Alright, spelling is not wrong. It's just the, the short form. Alright, verb and then object. OBJ means object, okay? So for example here, let's have a look in the example. I changed my car yesterday. The subject here is I, right? How about the verb? The verb is change. And then the object is my car. So that is subject, verb, and object. SVO. Alright, subject, verb, object. Now, how do we form past tense? How do we change the verb? We can add, the basic form is we add ed. Yes, we add ed, or we can add d, right? When the verb ends with e, or when the regular verb ends with e, or we can add ied when the verb ends with a consonant and letter y. Alright, and then the negative form. What if I want to write a negative sentence in the past? Do I say I not changed my car yesterday? It's very important to know the negative form as well. That is did not, according to the video, remember? Yeah, did not and verb. Remember, that is for the negative form. Negative form means when you want to add a negative word, just like not. Alright, we add did not and then the verb in original form. Okay, the positive one, we just add verb, ed, I, ed, or d, depends on the verb, the spelling of the verb. Okay, so let's have a look on the exercise today. So here's our exercise. Let's have a look. Number 1, he space in Japan. Alright, here the verb is live. So how do we change it? It ends with e, right? So how do we change it? Do you know? We add d in the end. So live becomes lived. And very important, when do we use past tense? Sorry. When do we use past tense? When something happens in the past. Remember, maybe a few times ago, maybe let's say last week, last month, yesterday. Alright, these words, these time expressions tells you that we use past tense because it hasn't happened before. Okay, and then here, Tim space flat in Hong Kong, rent. Anything special in this verb? Rent, or E-N-T. Nothing special. So we just add ed. Yes, that would be enough for us. Rent becomes rented. Simple as that. Alright. Number 3 for you is, alright, Linda, open the door. Alright, open. Alright. Anything special? Yes, it ends with consonant, vowel, consonant, right? But if you read open, do you think there's a stress here? Is it open? Is it open? No, right? It's just open. Open, right? Open. No stress at all, right? So we add ed will be enough for us. We don't have to double n here, okay? Because open doesn't has, let's say open, the verb open doesn't have stress here, so it's just open. Open, ed, enough. 4, Ben space the film. Alright, the verb here for you is watch, right? So is there anything special here? No, right? So we just add ed. Ben watched the film. 5, Helen space her new dress. Love. Helen. All right, the verb here is love. Anything special? Yes, it ends with E, right? So if the verb ends with E, we add D. Helen loved her new dress. All right, number 6, special question, okay? The shop space at 10 p.m. Not close. All right. If we add not, all right, in a sentence, it means it's positive sentence or a negative sentence. Of course, a negative sentence, right? So how do we form a negative sentence in the past? We add did, right? We add did. So do I say the shop not did close? No, instead we say did not, or we can say didn't, and then do we change the verb close? Do we add D for close? Not at all. Infinitive, all right? All right. Yeah, close. The shop didn't close at 10 p.m. Number 7, Emma spaced the cake. Bake. Here, bake, the verb ends with E, right? So we add D. Simple as that. Emma baked the cake. All right. 8. She spaced her shopping bags. Carry. The verb here in front of you is carry, right? Yes. So carry ends with, how does it end? A consonant and letter Y. So what do we have to do? Do we spell carried C-A-R-R-Y-E-D? No, instead we cross out the Y and add I-E-D. Carried. She carried her shopping bags. All right. 9. Don spaced his trip to Macau. Alright, the verb here is plan, right? How do we change the verb plan? Anything special? Yes, consonant, vowel, consonant. How do we read the word? Plan. There is stress here, right? Plan. So we double the last letter, all right? And then we add ed. Don planned his trip to Macau. 10. The baby space. All right. The verb given is not cry. All right, if there is the word not, it tells you that it's going to be a negative sentence, right? It's going to be negative sentence. So we add did. Not means didn't, right? Didn't, and then verb in original form. Cry. Were you correct? Good. The baby didn't cry. All right, John space marry. All right. The verb here is marry. How do we change the verb here? It ends with a consonant and Y. So we cross out the Y and add I-E-D. Remember, John married marry. Okay, that is I. Don't mind my handwriting, sorry. Alright, here we go. Tom, number 12. Alright, Tom space very hard work. Anything special? No, right? So we just add ed. Worked very hard. 13. Granny space a cup. Drop. Alright, here the verb is drop in front of you, right? Drop. So it ends with consonant, vowel, consonant. Right? It ends with consonant, vowel, consonant. Here, what we have to do. Alright. It's CVC, but is there any stress here? Drop. There is stress, right? Drop. So we double the last letter and then we add ed. Okay, Granny dropped a cup. 14. Kim space basketball. Play. Alright, it ends with Y, right? But here, it's not a consonant. What is it? A is a vowel sound, right? Do you know what's a vowel sound? A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowel sounds. So if a verb ends with a vowel and Y, what do we have to do? Do we have to cross out the Y and add IED? Of course, no. Simple as that. We just add ED. Alright, played. Kim played basketball. Okay? Great. So let's move on to our today's topic. It's irregular past tense. Turn to page 22. Till you turn to page 22, I'm going to show you a video of irregular past tense. So last lesson we have done revision on regular past tense, right? We add ed, ied, or d to the verb. As simple as that. But irregular is something very, very different. So let's see how different it is. Let's have a look here. Oh, I'm sorry, there's sound. Here we go.
Past simple, irregular verbs. Use. Finished action.
Do you know what does that mean? It means that we can form a sentence with subject and a verb, or in the past tense, or past tense. In past tense, we can form a sentence with subject with a verb. It can be irregular verb, or it can be verb with ed. Verb with ed means regular verbs. All right, irregular verbs. What are irregular verbs? Let's have a look.
Use. Finished actions in the past. Practice. Last summer, we went to Spain.
Oh, last summer we went to Spain. So do you know what is the meaning of went? Went is a irregular verb. It's the past tense of go. Alright, the past tense of go is went. We went to Spain. Alright, we don't say we goed to Spain. Alright, instead we say went to Spain. So this video is all about the examples of irregular verbs. So let's have a look on your own. Then we are going to discuss it.
We didn't go to Portugal. It was hot. It wasn't cold.
In negative form is didn't.
They
and the
ate
verb.
pie. They didn't eat chicken curry.
Alright, ate is the past tense of eat. Alright, they ate paella, but they didn't eat chicken curry. Okay, so ate is the past tense of eat. Alright, it's not eated. Alright, one of the irregular verb.
You drank sangria.
You drank sangria.
You didn't drink water.
You didn't drink water. Same as that. Drank is the past
I
tense of
swam
drink.
in the sea.
Swam.
I didn't run on the beach.
Run. Okay.
She found a beautiful hotel,
Found.
but it didn't have Wi-Fi. It had a swimming pool, but she didn't swim in the pool. He saw a flamenco show. He didn't see a bullfight. Did we go to Spain? Yes, we did. Did they eat paella? Yes, they did. Did you drink
This is
water?
the question in past tense.
No, you didn't. Did I swim in the sea? Yes, I did. Did the hotel have Wi-Fi? No, it didn't. Did it have a pool? Yes, it did. Did he see a flamenco show? Yes, he did. Was it cold? No, it wasn't. Keywords. Yesterday, last week, month, year. Ago.
Alright. So there were some examples of questions in past tense, right? We do see them when we answer the questions in our comprehension task, right? The word did and was tells us we have to answer all of these comprehension questions in past tense, alright? So let's have a look on your book. That is page number 22. Let's discuss about this table. Alright, it says that the past form of regular verbs ends in ed, right? It can be end in ied or even d. We call them regular verbs, alright? Regular verbs. But irregular verbs must be studied individually and learned by heart. So there's no form of irregular verbs. Instead, you have to memorize it. How do you memorize it? By saying it, and you have to learn like by your heart. You have to learn by your heart, all right? Here is a list of past forms of some of the common irregular verbs. So my idea here is I'm going to go through the whole table with you so you remember it, okay? So first we are going to read, and then the second I'm going to write so you remember it, okay? So the first one for you is, all right, read in your book. Be, was, or were. Become, became. Begin, began. It's very important for you to know how to read them. All right, break, broke. Bring, brought. Build, built. Buy, bought. Come, came. Cost, caused. Cut, cut. Do, did. Drink, drank, eat, ate, find, found, fly, flew, get, got, give, gave, go, went, have, had, keep, capped, know, knew, leave, left, make, made, meet, met. So this is how you're going to remember it. Be was, were, become, became, begin, began, break, broke, bring, brought, build, built, buy, bought. This is how we used to remember. Okay, so now let's go through it. So what is the past tense of be, was, or were? The second one is become, becomes, became, begin, began, break, broke, next one, bring, brought, B-R-O-U-G-H-T, brought. And then next one, build, built, buy, bought, come, came. There are some verbs that doesn't change, just like cost and cut is still cost, cost, cut, cut, do, did, drink, drank, right? Eat, ate, find, found, fly, flew, get, got, give, gave, go, went, have, had, keep, capped, know, knew, leave, left, make, made, meet, met. Alright, as I said, there is no form of how do we form it. Actually, not the regular one, you know, right? We have to add ed with the regular ones. And for IED, when the verb ends with consonant and Y, you cross out the Y and add IED. And the verb ends with E, you just add D, right? But for irregular verbs, there's nothing like that. So you have to learn it individually. You have to study it individually in order to memorize it. And the best way to memorize it, as I said, so just like singing a song, be, was, were, become, became, begin, began, break, broke, bring, brought, something like that. Build, built, buy, bought, come, came, cost, cut, do, did, drink, drank, eat, ate, find, found, fly, flew, get, got, give, gave, go, went, have, had, keep, kept, know, knew, leave, left, make, made, meet, met. So this is how we memorize it. Keep studying it, keep reading it. Alright, if you keep repeating it, it will help. Alright, so please do it on your own. Alright, my dears? So there's a table, same table in your book, right? So you can refer to that table and do the coming exercise. Okay, so let's start with our exercise. Page number 23. Please prepare your pencil for this part. Yes, pencils, please. It says that fill in the blanks with correct form of simple past. So So as you can see, all of them are irregular verbs. We have to fill them in. Okay, so let's start with the example. Henry space a cup of coffee. The verb given here was drink, right? So drink is spelled as D-R-I-N-K. No, it doesn't matter. All right, drink, right? So the past tense of drink is drank. As you know, it is an irregular verb. So we change it to drank. According to the table we have read, there is the verb drank. I think, is this? Yes, there is. Alright, so you can do this exercise according to the table. And yeah. Number 1. Let's start then. Number 1. Jason space his arm break. Jason. Alright. Break is irregular verb, right? Break becomes broke. Yes, this is the correct one. Broke. Jason broke his arm. Break, broke. The bird, number 2, the bird space high in the sky. Alright, fly. Alright, fly is irregular verb as well. So the past tense of fly is, remember? Fly becomes flew. If you look at the table at page 22, if you're not sure about the past form, you of course you can look at the table, right? It's gonna take time for you to memorize the table. So yes, take your time. Fly becomes flew. Next one for you is the doctor space him medicine. Alright, the verb here is give, right? It is an irregular verb, right? The doctor give becomes gave. Yes. G-A-V-E. Sorry about my... Alright. So let me write that here. Alright, now it's visible. The doctor gave him some medicine. Alright, number 4, read. The friends space in front of the cafe. Meet. The verb here for you is meet here, right? How do we change the verb meet? Meet becomes mat. Yes, meet becomes mat according to the table at page 22. As I said, if you're not sure, you can look at it. Ben space fish and chips for lunch. Eat. The past tense of eat is ate. Yes, Ben ate fish and chip for lunch. Okay, so 6 to 10, you do it by yourself. I'm going to give you some time. Yes, you may have a look on the table and find the correct form of irregular verbs and write them in the blanks. Your time starts now. Alright, I think that's enough. The time is enough for you to find the answer, right? So let's start. Next one for you is number 6. It says Paul space a new camera. Buy, right? The verb here for you is buy. How do we change it? Buy becomes bought. B-O-U-G-H-T. Remember the spelling as well. Alright. Paul bought a new camera. Next one for you is Lily. 7. Lily space a wallet with a lot of money. Find. How do we change the verb find? Find becomes found. Yes. F-O-U-N-D. Lily found a wallet with a lot of money. 8. Everyone space to the swimming pool. Go. How do we change the verb go here? Go becomes went. Yes. Everyone went to the swimming pool. Alright, this one. Alright, let's have a look. My sister space the red dress. Choose. So I'm sorry, this irregular verb is not in the table, right? So the correct form of choose is chose. Alright. C-H-O-S-E. Alright, my sister chose the red dress. And then the last one. The concert space at 8 p.m. Begin becomes began. B-E-G-A-N. So please check your answers for irregular past tense exercise, page number 23. So are you sure your answers are correct? If not, then please correct yourself. If you are done, then let's have a look on the next page. Alright, next page for you is here. Page number 24. It says irregular past tense. Fill in the blanks with correct form of simple past. So let's read the verbs. Alright. Eat, do, cost, buy, make, break, bring, come, cut, build. Okay, so these are the verbs. We have to see which fits the blanks. Alright, and then we have to change the form of it. We have to change it to the correct form of past tense. Remember, they're irregular. Okay, don't add ed, don't add ied, don't add d. All right, no, you have to read the table for the correct answer. Number 1 for you is my naughty dog space the vase. Oh, there's a picture for you, right? Next to the, let's say next to the sentence here. Is the vase good? It's in a bad situation, right? It's in pieces. So the naughty dog, what did the naughty dog do with the vase? Eat it, do it, cost it, buy it, make it, break it. What do you think? Of course, the naughty dog breaks it, right? But it's in past tense. Do we say breaks? Nope. Instead, we will change it to broke according to the table on page number 22. Break becomes broke. My naughty dog broke the vase. So it has been used. You can put a cross, right? so you don't get confused later which one you have to use. Keep going. I space my finger with a knife. Alright. What's happened here? What happened to my finger with the knife? I eat my finger, I do my finger, coast my finger, buy my finger, make my finger, bring my finger, come, cut, build. What do you think? Of course, cut. Alright, how do we change the verb cut here? Look at the table at page number 22. Cut becomes cut. Yes, no changes. The past tense, alright, the past tense of cut is also cut. No special changes, okay? 3. We space a sand castle on the beach. We eat, we do, we host, we buy, we make, we bring, we come, or we build. So the suitable action verb is build, right? You have to do it step by step in order to build the sandcastle, right? So build is irregular verb. How do we change it? Build becomes built. B-U-I-L-T. Remember? We built a sandcastle on the beach. Number 4 for you here is David. Alright, David spaced too much during the buffet. Alright, so what's a buffet? So if you go to a restaurant, alright, and there's a service, you pay them, like for example, you pay them money, and then you can just eat like as much as you want, alright? So this is what is called a buffet. A meal, a wonderful meal where you can get whatever you want, alright? So David spaced too much during the buffet. So what do you do with a meal? You eat it, you do it, you buy it. Of course you eat it, right? Here eat becomes ate. Irregular. A-T-E. David ate too much during the buffet. The next one for you is my uncle. Alright. My uncle spaced to visit me. My uncle do, host, buy, make, bring, come. Which one do you think? Which action verb do you think is suitable for this? Come. Yes, come. But how do we change come? The verb come becomes came. Yes, came. Understood? Good. 6 to 10. Take your time and do it. Your time starts right now. job. Alright, let's go. For number 6, I spaced my homework last night. In front of you, that should be do. But how do we change the verb do? Do becomes did. Yes, I did my homework last night. Next one, James spaced a model plane. Jane cost, Jane buy, or Jane make. That should be make. Alright, make is irregular verb. Make becomes made. Number 8, Fiona spaced a book to Sally. Fiona cost, buy, or bring. That should be bring. Alright, so bring is irregular verb. The past tense of bring is brought, right? So this is how it's spelled, B-R-O-U-G-H-T. And then 9, the TV set space $5,000. That should be cost. So here the verb cost, do we need to add anything or change anything? No, just like the verb cut, we don't have to change cost as well. It's still cost. Last one, my mom space me a t-shirt. The verb should be buy, but here becomes bought. Alright, everybody, check your answers. Now it's time to do our discussion about your homework today. So basically you have to write a story about Garfield here. Alright, so here are how many pictures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 pictures. Actually, the first picture has been talked about already. It says, one day Odie and Garfield were sleeping, and then it just goes like, right? So you can tell me where were they sleeping and how they were sleeping, right? Where. Continue this sentence. Where and how they were sleeping. So for example, you may say Odie and Garfield. That has been done, right? And you may say they're sleeping in the hall, in their bedroom, right? And how were they sleeping? For example, Odie and Garfield were sleeping in their bedroom peacefully, right? You can add the adverb, or you can say one day, all right, just like here, Odie and Garfield were sleeping in the hall, and you may say they had restful sleep, right? They had restful sleep. Do you know how to spell restful? Restful. All right. All right, never mind. And then let's talk about the next picture. So first picture we have talked about. All right, you have to tell me where and how did they sleep. Okay, and then the next picture, you will see Odie and Garfield together, right? And then you will see, all right, there are some bubbles. Actually, you will see bubbles on Odie's head. Actually, that tells you that he had a dream. So you can write that down. But you don't know who is he. So you should write Odie. Alright, Odie had a dream. Alright. Next to Garfield. Alright. He had a dream, and then next to Garfield. I think you can write that. And then what's happened? Just talk about the picture. You may say he dreamed of as you can see, there's a ball, right? So you can describe the ball. Is it a baseball? Is it a basketball? You may say, what color is the ball, right? The color of the ball. Color of the ball. Do you know how to spell dreamed of? So the past tense of dream is also dreamed, like it is regular verb. All right, so dreamed of. All right, so you can tell me about the ball. All right, he dreamed of a basketball, or you may say he dreamed of a baseball. He dreamed of a red and yellow ball. Describe the ball for me, okay? And then, all right, when you want to write what happened next, you can use these words like then. All right, then. All right, then what happened? You can see Garfield, right? You may say, then Garfield came into his dream, right? And then, all right, so Garfield came into his dream. The next action here and the next picture is he picked up the ball and he threw the ball, right? So threw is irregular verb as well. You can talk about how it happens by adding adverbs you have learned. All right, as I was saying, all right, this is the verb threw, the past tense of throw. All right, or you can say hit as well. Yeah, hit. All right, let's say threw. All right, threw, that makes sense. And then the last one, as you can see, he hit the ball, right? Hit. The past tense of hit is also hit. All right, irregular verb. All right, as I was talking about the time expression, right? So when you want to talk about what happened next, you can use then and then the action. Also, I'm going to erase these two. All right, and then you can use after that for maybe for the next two pictures, okay? After that. And then what happened at the end? You may say at the end. At the end, this happens. So please do it by yourself. Here are some points. You may have a look. All right, you can use this to talk about what happened. Maybe you can talk about so after you talk about what he dreamed of, all right, you can say then, and then you can talk about the next two pictures, and then you can, after that you talk about the next two pictures, and then at the end you can talk about the last two pictures. All right, in total there are 7 pictures. 1 picture that has been done for you. All you have to do is write about 6 pictures. All right. Okay, so please do it. This is homework. Alright, go ahead and write Garfield's and OD story. Alright, using past tense. Remember what tenses we have to use? Past tense. So watch out what kind of verbs you're using. Regular or irregular. Okay? And then you can just use them. For negative form is, alright, for negative form is didn't. Remember, didn't. And then the verb. We have done revision on that. I don't think I have to write it. I'll just say it, okay? And then the positive form is verb ed. Or for the irregular verbs, you may have a look on the table. And then I've told you some of them, right? For example, threw. Let me write it here. Threw. The past tense of throw, hit. Is also hit, irregular verb. Alright, irregular verbs. So this is your homework today. Alright, go home and do your homework. I hope to see you next time. Take care. I'm going to see you next week. Bye bye.